What's up, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the top ways to make 10K months with print on demand and e-commerce. If you're getting started as a beginner or maybe you have some experience, I'm going to show you a couple tricks in this video that are going to help you get closer to those monthly income goals that you want.
Okay, bye!
Alright, so before we get into today's lesson, just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background about myself. For those of you that are new to my channel and may not know who I am, my name is Marissa Romero, and on this YouTube channel, what you can expect are tips and advice on making money online, of course e-commerce, affiliate marketing, just all things internet marketing, tips with Facebook ads. So if that's your jam, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Now I wanted to talk about my background with e-commerce. E-commerce was the very first business model that I did as an online marketer when I switched from engineer to entrepreneur, and I actually had a lot of success with print on demand, and that was how I was able to make my first $10,000 month, which was super exciting to me because, you know, I was just excited in the beginning to make my first sales online, just to, you know, start to make a couple sales a day, but eventually I was able to scale it up. And in today's video, what I'm going to talk about are my top ways on making your first 10K months with print on demand. The first way being picking a print on demand product that strikes an emotion and that fans of this product would recognize instantly, and they say like, oh my gosh, I have to have this shirt, this shoe, this coffee mug, whatever it is you're putting the design on. And so you have to have a design that is very that will make people proud and excited, and they have to have it now. So that's kind of the whole point of e-commerce, is for people to drop what they're doing and want to buy whatever it is you're marketing right then and there. So the second way that I recommend to boost your sales up to 10K revenue or beyond is actually your targeting and your Facebook ad targeting, and making sure that that is extremely dialed in, because I know that once I implemented these simple tricks that I'm about to show you live on my computer, it made a world of difference in my e-commerce store and my revenue, and that's how I was able to start creating massive sales and scale it up beyond that. So we're going to look at an example today of a certain niche that people get excited about and that they love, and I'm going to show you how to do targeting for that exact product. So hopefully you guys can take this example and model it into your own e-commerce store. So I have a lot more training that I will be sending out in the month of July. It's the very first week of July. It's July 2nd today, I think. And so for the rest of the month, I'll be sending out a whole lot more training. So go ahead and click the first link below to get access to that training. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what we have for today's tips and tricks. So for today's example, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about t-shirts and hoodies and whatever type of product it is you want for the niche The Walking Dead. Now, if you're from the United States and even from probably Europe, you know about The Walking Dead TV show and how popular it is. This is a huge hit, and it's been around since I think 2012, 2013. There are 8 seasons of this show, and people absolutely love this show. And so, you know, what I did was I went ahead and looked up a couple of print-on-demand designs for The Walking Dead so that you guys could understand what a good print-on-demand product looks like that strikes emotion, that gets people excited. And let me maybe zoom in a little bit here. Like on this one, as you can see, if you know the shows and you know the character, you know that people would understand these right away. And these, I'm a fan of the show, and that's another reason I picked it. And so, you know, right away I know whether these are good or not. And these type of designs for The Walking Dead is something where people would be like, oh man, I gotta have that sweater, I gotta have, you know, that shirt. You know, let me buy that right now, wherever it is. I don't care how much it is, because at the end of the day, people only care about how a t-shirt or whatever it is product makes you feel and not exactly like what the quality is. So if they don't really care that it's not like top-notch Polo, dry fit, Nike quality shirt, they just want, you know, to represent the design and whatever it is because they're proud of it. So the way I would go about doing research to target for The Walking Dead is I would come here to my Facebook Business Manager and I would type in, so you can start here with the location you want to do. Right now we're just going to look at the United States. We're going to leave the ages open and the genders open, and what we're going to do is we're going to type in The Walking Dead. And I think there's a bunch here because of all the seasons. We're just going to type in The Walking Dead to see what comes up. Okay, so alright, so what this tells me is that is the age and gender of the fans of Walking Dead. And so out of all of Facebook, which is actually kind of surprising, 53% women are Walking Dead fans and 47% are men. And you could even break it down by age group, so 18 to 24, you see the breakdown, 16% are women, 22% are men, and these numbers here add up to 100%. So it breaks it down by age group and how much in each age group are men and are women. So you can even go deeper into the demographics by looking at their relationship status, education level, job title, etc., etc. So also, where I like to do a lot of my research is when we come to page likes. So what I like to do is understand what the interests are that are the most relatable to The Walking Dead. And the way I can do that is when I come here to page likes, you come to these interests and you take a look at the affinity score and the size of this audience on Facebook. So for example, if we have the Walking Dead fan club, it has the highest affinity to The Walking Dead because it has a score of 151. So I like to look for affinity scores of at least, you know, 80 to 100 is great. Anything over 100 is excellent. So let's look at right here, the Walking Dead fan club. So what I want to do is to put this into the interest because we are going to be getting really specific here. So what I would do is take note of all of these results. I would open up a Google Doc sheet and actually kind of write these down. I'm not going to go through that exercise now, but what I would do was try to find interests within Walking Dead that are, kind of subcategories because that's what's going to help us in our targeting. So I would find any of these categories that relate to The Walking Dead. So I'm pretty sure there's got to be like Walking Dead books out there. Of course, we're going to want to understand Walking Dead. Let's see if there's books or comics or anything like that. So I would check if any of these books are targetable in these interests, right? So I would look at books, I would look at Walking Dead games, video games, I would look at to see if they have Walking Dead seasons, characters, and maybe comics. That might not be applicable to Walking Dead, but maybe for something like Spider-Man or Marvel, that might be applicable, okay? So now this is Audience Insights, and let's go to the Ads Manager, and I'm going to show you how I would run my ads for this, Walking Dead t-shirt. Really, any of these Walking Dead t-shirts are good ones. So what I would do is I would go to create an account, and you always want to use conversions and a purchase event because at the end of the day, what is your goal with this campaign, right? Your end goal is sales. And so that's what you want to train your pixel and everything to do, and that's the type of data you want to start collecting. So I'm just going to put like Walking Dead example. I'm not going to run this campaign. I don't think I have a Walking Dead fan page, but so let's go to continue. So I created the campaign. Now here's our first ad set. What I would do is break this up. So I name it WC, which stands for website conversion, and I also target purchase or label it purchase. And I also do what country I'm targeting, and then what ages and what genders. So I'm doing all for ages, and I'm going to do just leave it open to see what connects. So 18 to 65. And let's go, like, let's do our first category with, let's do something easy. Let's go with, like, seasons. So we're going to just do Walking Dead seasons. So, website, you want to do purchase. Alright, so now when we come down here, we don't have any custom audiences. We're targeting the US, all ages, languages, we can leave blank. Always uncheck where it says expand interest, blah, blah, blah. That kind of messes up the optimization. So let's type in Walking Dead and see what comes up. So Walking Dead Season 2. Then hit the suggestions. Walking Dead Road to Survival, Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Let's type in the Walking Dead Season TV series. That's it. We can go ahead and group that. That's fine. And so we want to keep track of how big this gets, because when you're first starting off, targeting 17 million people is kind of way too big. All right. And so what I would do is make sure that it doesn't get too big, and I would go to edit placements first. And you can split test between Instagram and Facebook, but for the sake of this example, we're just going to do Facebook feeds. And so now we see that it came down to 10 million people. So let's see if we can get a smaller audience size. So The Walking Dead Road to Survival, let's click this. I'm going to assume these are TV shows. I might be wrong. I just finished watching Walking Dead. No Man's Land, Walking Dead Survival Instinct. So these are all much smaller. If you can see, it's like 900K, 2 million, 36K, 5,000. Oh, that's really small. I'm not going to use that. But we'll want to delete this right here, 31 million, because that's too big. So let's see what else. Road to Survival. Not sure what's going on here. The Walking Dead. Okay, so this is going to have to work for now, because I haven't done prior research. So let's pretend that these are all of the season's interest for Walking Dead. So check, and we'll set up, I'll go through and set up another 2 ad sets for this and show you guys what I mean. So daily budget, I think $5 is okay, but if you could maybe spend 6 or 7 just to kind of collect data a little bit faster, that might be worth your while. Conversions is just fine. 7-day click or 1-day view is fine. The rest of this looks pretty good. So then you would go to continue, and what I would do is make a Walking Dead fan page. I don't know if I have a Walking Dead fan page. Do I? No, it doesn't look like it. So what I would do is create a Walking Dead fan page, and I would create a dark post and a video of the product. But I would always make a video post just because they always convert very, very, very well. So I would make a video post with, it would be kind of like a slideshow of all the mock-ups of the different shirts, and it would just rotate like a slideshow in the video. And you can create this video with any type of app on your phone, any video app on your phone, and it's super easy, okay? So this is where you would create the ad. So let's go back because I wanted to show you guys. Let's do the characters. Let's do that next. So I would come here, rename this, pretending I opened up a new ad set. So I would name this characters, and then I would come down here, and I would, so let's delete all of this. And of course, let's do Rick Grimes first because everyone knows Rick Grimes. Interests. Daryl, Carl, Morgan. This is good. Glenn, Maggie, Michonne. So all these people, Carol, Sasha, Let's see, we got almost all of the characters. So, Andrea, The Walking Dead. So we got the good ones and the biggest ones. Norman Reedus. Okay. This is a perfect size audience. 2.6 million people. I love that size. So again, you would just come here, fast forward through this, click continue, click finish with your ad, and then you would be good to go with this ad set of the characters. Now, let's do games and books. We could probably combine that into one. So I would come here, title this games and books. So you can know which ad set is which. And so let's exit out of all of this. And let's see, Walking Dead video game. Okay, and when you come to suggestion, you guys, it's going to show you the closest thing to this interest. So it won't show you, you know, seasons. It'll show you books, right? And franchise. Let's see, video game, comic book. Now there could be a lot of books and there could be a lot of games. You just don't know until you do your research. So The Walking Dead game. So this looks like it could work. TV series. Too Big. The Road to Woodbury. Okay, so I like this size audience, and we're going to roll with 2.1 million. So then again, you would go ahead and click continue and finish your ad. So I hope this made sense to you guys. When you're in an actual ad set or a campaign, the way you duplicate an ad set so that you can edit out the interest is you would pretend this is The Walking Dead. So you would come here, let's say this was The Walking Dead characters, you would come here, click duplicate, and click original campaign, duplicate, and then you would edit the copy to reflect what it is you're doing. So that's why you can create different ad sets to split test and to see what interests connect with the audience the most. Okay? So I hope this was super helpful for you guys. Again, click on the link below for more e-commerce and print-on-demand training coming up in this month of July. You guys are going to love it. Alright, I will see you guys on the next video, and have a great day.